Hey y'all, want to thank you for clicking on here. It's a kind of a windy day out in New Mexico, but it it's not going too bad out here. I wanted to make a quick little video today and maybe just share a little bit what's been on my heart. Uh, Many of y'all that have been keeping up with the news and the local events, you know how our border's just being overrun right now with migrants, and news is there's lots more on the way. You know, the message that's going out now in all along South America is that we have an unsecured border, and the reason why that message is going out is because we have politicians who aren't leading; they're playing politics, and the situation is just going to continue to get worse and worse. And until our leadership comes together and does what's right for the people of our country, does what's right for the people of New Mexico, this situation isn't going away. It's not going anywhere. And, you know, with us being here in New Mexico, especially the southern part of New Mexico, it's pretty concerning. It's concerning for the constituents of my county, Otero County, a county in which I've been elected to represent the people here, and an oath that I gave to do my best to uphold the Constitution and to uphold the very things that keep our country, our state, our county safe and secure. But until our leadership, beginning with our state and state representatives, if it's our governor, Michelle Lujan Grisham, if it's our Congresswoman Socio Small, and the likes, until they come to the table and understand that we're at a dangerous place right now. Our country is at a dangerous place, and I know that many of you guys see that, but we have got to do all we can, I guess you'd say, to encourage our state and federal representatives to follow the president's lead on his measures to secure our border. You know, right now, I know that many of y'all on here and kind of been following with this page and what's going on. You know that our checkpoints right now are shut down. The very checkpoints that check for illegals, that check for drugs, they're not manned right now. They're shut down, and you guarantee the cartel knows that there's no telling how many drugs are coming right up the road right here right now, because our agents are down on the border and dealing with that problem there. But you know, as I've been thinking about it today and the situation that's going on the border, it all goes back, I believe, to the heart of man. And you know, we must each individually look to where our hearts are at and what the direction and the desires of our heart are at, because we have got to put our country first. We have got to focus on the very things that make us great and make us who we are as American citizens, and that's our Constitution. That's the founding documents that make us great, and we just have to hope and pray and just continue to pray for our leadership to come to the table again and do what's right for our country. You know, if sometimes, and I've been thinking about this, and I hope and pray that Congresswoman Small watches this video, because her position up to this point has been wrong on the border, as well as our governor, Michelle Grisham Lujan, as well as our state senators, Tom Udall, Martin Heinrich. Their position concerning our border has been wrong, but a wrong can always be made a right. But you just have to humble yourself enough to acknowledge and say, hey, you know, maybe I was wrong concerning our border. Maybe I was wrong concerning border security. And come back to the table and support our president in securing our border, because our president is doing all he can to uphold his end of the deal. The federal government's job is for national security. That is to secure our borders and to secure our interests abroad. And thank God we have a president that's doing that. And I just wish and pray we had a governor and state representatives would follow along and do the same. Um, Concerning our organization, Cowboys for Trump, I want to announce that working with Joe Delk over in Las Cruces, New Mexico, and some of those guys that have boots on the ground there, we're looking at riding in Doñana County on April 25th. We'll ride in Atlanta, Georgia on hey Gunner, be quiet. We'll ride on Atlanta, Georgia on April the 15th. We're all planning on, I hope all 13 of us are out there. It's still there's still a few guys that are not sure if they're going to be able to make it or not. A few guys that aren't sure if they want to commit to the organization Cowboys for Trump or not. But I'm planning on being there. I'm planning on being there, and I hope and pray that all my bunch is with me too, because we have to focus on our country again. We have to focus and put our country before ourselves. Even like with this Cowboys for Trump organization, sometimes your focus turns into building the organization or merchandise or who has a say here or who has a say there. But we have got to have a heart for our country, because if we don't, we won't have a country. We'll have a country that's been hijacked by the left, and America will change as we know it. So I've still got it, Atlanta, Georgia in our sights, April 15th. Doñana County and Las Cruces after that, April 25th. Want to get horseback, want to encourage anybody else to come out, get horseback with us, and let's go stand stand for something, or you'll fall for anything. Let's stand for hey Jody, I'll see you in Doñana. Well, let's stand for our state. Let's stand for our country. Let's do it for our country and for nothing else. Got some great folks on board that have been coming up with T-shirt design. Jamie Hulsey and Crystal and some others that have just been really stepping up and helping with some great T-shirt, great merchandise. Got some great organization that is coming together, and we just have to build a platform. We have to build a platform of representation, and through that we can allow our state and federal government to know that America wants a country that's secure. America wants safety, prosperity, freedom, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, all the things that the Constitution brings. So again, thank you for keeping up with us. We might not be doing anything today, but that doesn't mean we're not doing anything tomorrow. We're going to go to Tucumcari Saturday evening. They have the NRA banquet there. We're going to go over there and show our support for the Clay County Sheriff, Robert Shepard. What a great stance he's been making, what great leadership he's been given, and just continue to stand up and be a voice. But I thank you for clicking on here. Thank you for keeping up with us, and thank you so much for supporting us. And Lord willing, maybe we'll get a chance to see you out at one of these rallies soon. I really hope that this spring, this summer, we can really start building a fire. We've got close to 50,000 people following us on this Facebook page, and it's given us a voice of representation. So thank you very much for clicking in, and we'll see you on the next one of these. Thank you. Appreciate it.